Oh, hi. So I'm going to give you a very quick, cheeky update of what's been going on. So I went back to the hospital today and I saw one of the surgeons. I saw Miss Scarlett. Miss Scarlett is the one that I do normally see for these types of appointments. She's so lovely. I called her Miss Scarlett and I call the other surgeon Colonel Mustardo. But I digress. So I got to the hospital and going backwards and forwards, this is the time that it has been snowing, so going backwards and forwards to the hospital, the views were just beautiful, and it sounds really gay, I know, but it was magical. It was like, am I even in England? Mainly because living where I do, there's lots of country lanes with the trees that go over each other and things like that. So at the end of this video, when I finish talking and blabbing on, I will give you some clips, as I did record to and from the journey to the hospital to and from, and it's just bloody beautiful. So I do hope you enjoy that at the end. So at the appointment, it was really quick, there was no bollocks, so I got in there, I went straight through because I was a little bit late due to the snow and the weather, and saw Miss Scarlett. She was extremely happy with the shape and the state of my stump, and we had a quick chat, you know, just talking about how everything's going, how I'm able to cope with things at home, all that jazz. And I did tell her that everything's absolutely fine. The only thing that I am struggling with at the moment is getting to sleep with the phantom limb pain that I have in the foot that has been amputated. That is extremely painful. So she did explain to me that the TMR technique that they did, which is the phantom limb pain reduction technique, that still needs to kick in. It's only been a couple of weeks that I've had the amputation. It takes a while for the nerves to do their thing. So I am going to get phantom limb pain. She did say that technique needs to kick in and it should really go away. I am taking certain medications to help with that phantom limb pain, and suggested that I maybe take a slightly higher dosage just so it helps me go to sleep. That's the only time that it really bothers me. It does bother me during the day when I'm not doing a lot, and I'm relaxing. It's more when I'm like not busy doing things and my body's relaxing and my brain's like internal on what's going on. So that is a big thing. At the moment, the only way I can get to sleep is kind of exhaust myself to sleep, which obviously isn't great, but we'll get there. Miss Scarlett then did start to take out the staples. Now, she took out every other staple. So I had 51 staples in my leg. I've not counted them now, but she's taken half of them out. So she's taken 25, 26 staples out. And I'll tell you what, when she took them out, other than a couple, it felt bloody great. Oh, they're so ready to come out. Now, the reason why she only took half of them out is because if she took all of them out, it may be too much for the wound and the closure. It may be too traumatic, and then it would open. And obviously if it opens, we're just going to go back 6 steps. So left half of them in to continue to keep the closure together, and that's an extra week as well to keep infections at bay. It all looked absolutely great when she did it. And then she just put a very simple bandage plaster type thing over it to keep the holes from the staples clean and to do their thing. After 48 hours they can come off. Very happy with that. I've got something in my bathroom so I can still shower and keep that wound dressing dry. Other than that, I gave a quick chat with her, telling her my update, and she was really happy. There's absolutely nothing to be dramatic about, upset about, nothing bad other than the phantom limb pain. The physio, she gave me some smaller Juzo compression socks because the stump is shrinking and getting smaller. There's no swelling. Absolutely really good, positive appointment, and she's such a lovely person. Had a bit of a chit chat, and then next week, so 7 days, she is expecting me to return, which I will, and she will take out the remaining staples, and that will be it. After that, I will no longer need to go to visit them, but I'm always on their books, so if anything goes backwards, I can always get in touch with them. I'm never off their list now. But once I've taken the remaining staples out next week, then what they will do is that they will get in touch with the hospital that is in charge of fitting my prosthetic and physio for walking. So That's something that I'm expecting to be in the new year because of Christmas coming up, etc, etc, etc. Really good. Really good day. It's put me in a good mood. It was the first time that I got out of my house for a week since I left the hospital. So I'm talking really fast because I'm excited. First time I left the house today and I was like, la, 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 talking to everyone. Don't care. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing really well. The stump's doing really well. They said I'm looking after it really well. Everything that I seem to be doing is good. There's nothing negative to say, and it makes me really happy. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I will obviously give you an update on my leg next week. And I'm going to now show you the journeys to and from the hospital with the snow that was sitting on the trees all over the fields. The main roads are fine. It's just the icy bloody Biloxo by my flat. I'm very happy. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry that I made some blunders and I went, obviously, but I don't care. So, take care, Kai. I can't even speak now. Let me start that again. Take care, guys, and I will speak to you next week.